Behind the Brand takes an inside look at the people in Orange County that are making things happen. From up-and-coming entrepreneurs to the Fortune 500s, we show you how they go about their business. Get behind the brand and meet the innovators with the know-how and vision to succeed in today's Orange County. Scott really doesn't need much introduction. Scott is the author of UnMarketing. Hopefully you picked it up or you've got a copy. And I'm going to say take it away.
Orange County. Stop 21 of 30 on the book tour. Who writes a book about engagement and then goes out to 30 cities and has to engage? I'm going to write a second book. It's going to come out next year called Shut It. Don't talk to me. That's going to be the new book, bestseller automatically. For some of you who have the book, obviously you see the cover there. One of the cool things about the cover and the book itself is that was the first draft of the cover that Wiley made. It was just first and last. That was it. I was so happy with it. And so I put it on Twitter. And for those that some of us were talking tonight, that last December I was talking about the book and writing it. And as I was writing, I was tweeting it, like 1,000 words. Then I could tweet, and there's like a trade-off I could do and get back on Twitter. And they gave me the book cover in around April or May. And so I uploaded it to Twitter. I'm saying, everybody look at, it's my book cover, and it's awesome. And somebody looks at it and goes, it is awesome. I said, I know, I just said it's awesome. And then somebody else said it was awesome. And then a guy comes on Twitter and goes, it looks like you're marketing for the UN. And now that's all I see. And now so do you. So enjoy your copy of United Nations Marketing and all the strategies that it entails. So for those that don't know, that's me on Twitter @UnMarketing. Please turn your phones on and tweet about it and make the silly little monkeys who didn't decide to come tonight are jealous as much as possible. I've heard of places where they say, turn off your phones, pay attention. You're not 7. Some of us are mature as 7-year-olds, but we're not 7. I want to make it so good you want to tell everybody. I speak in tweets. I literally, my spastic ADD is so finite that I speak in tweets. And if I say something I think it's a good tweet, I'll wink and then I'll pause. I'll give you time so you don't miss the next good one. So we'll go from there. You can leave your ringtones on as well if I like the song. So if it's Kesha TikTok, we're going to have trouble. And I'm then going to dance in not a very appropriate way. So we're going to go from there. So this comes down to everything for me. This is what UnMarketing stands for, is that marketing is not a task. The biggest fault I see from solopreneur, part-time hobby business owners, all the way up to billion-dollar companies is this. They think marketing is a task. They leave marketing up to the marketing department. And marketing isn't a task. It isn't a job. It isn't a title. It isn't a section in a quarterly meeting. Marketing is every single time you choose or choose not to engage with somebody, virtually, in person, anywhere. You are always branding. Branding isn't left up to some agency jerk to do something. Branding is whatever you're doing. You're branding right now. You who's not even looking at me right now, you're branding your company. In Vegas, I just flew in from Vegas, 4 o'clock this morning. And I saw a lot of branding happening at these conferences. Open bars, 1, 2 in the morning. When you're throwing up on the curb in Vegas, ta-da, you're branding. And you can't get that branding, as much scrubbing as you're doing, out of your retina. You're always branding. You're always marketing. Everybody's a marketer. Your most important marketer is your front lines. The person you're paying minimum wage to run your cash register. They're your biggest engager. And if you do the ratio of how many engagement times they have with your market and how much they get paid, it's pennies. We need to invest a little more pennies into the right people in those front lines. They're your marketers. Not the person in the office, somebody who works the front line right there. Word. Good. Exactly. That's how it works. So my world is, as we say, I've been doing UnMarketing. I'm running the UnAgency for 8 years now. It's all about viral marketing. That's most of the stuff before social media came along. We've been doing. Question. All right, I love that. Thank you. Like I'm some game show or something. I'm waiting for trivia. Who is Scott Stratten? Answer. Sorry. Okay. The problem with viral marketing is we call it viral. I've been doing viral marketing. I hate the air quotes for it, but it's true. Just because you call your video viral doesn't make it viral. if you have 12 views and 8 of them are you refreshing it, that puppy hasn't gone viral yet. Where's Fuel? Where's my man from Fuel TV? Where is he? Is he in the audience still? Where's my Fuel guy? We can all sit there and refresh his video like each time, and he'll get at least 107 views on it, and we can get those really jacked up. And the other 4 views are your mom. It hasn't gone viral. I don't decide what goes viral. You don't decide what goes viral. The audience does. So when somebody comes to me and has already made the video and post-production, they come up and say, Scott, can you just viral this up for us? Like it's a verb? Yeah, I'll just do that. I'll just, ta-da, and it's viral. It doesn't work that way. And we're the ones in the past 8 years who made those motivational movies, those slideshows. Do you see the pictures and the text and the cheesy music? The Time movie, the Dash movie, the 212 movie. We've made 76 of those, and I'm sorry. They kill kittens. They're very cheesy, and they're very hokey, and they work. They build lists, they build followings, they create sales because they evoke emotion. People don't spread meh. People spread awesome. UnMarketing, #LinkedOC. People spread awesome. That's it. People don't spread meh. People don't spread okay. They spread emotion. You evoke it, they spread it. The problem is we don't figure out what it is. We can't figure out the awesome. I figured this out with blog posts. Blog posts are the worst enemies of this because people rather blog frequently than with awesome. People say you should blog twice a week. You should blog once a week. Shut your lips. You should blog when you have something to say. When you have something passionate to say, that's when you blog about something. Nobody says, Jeff, you got to read Scott's new blog post. It's fairly mediocre. I've read this stuff before. It doesn't really say anything new, so whenever you got time, tomorrow's good too because it's not really, Nobody says that. We spread awesome. When you read something, you say, I've got to share this with people, yes? You see a great video, you read a great blog post, whatever that is, people spread that. Let's not be frequently futile with blogging, okay? You should blog consistently, but only as consistent as you can create great content. That's how blogging started. Back in the day, people blogged because they gave a damn about something. It wasn't click-throughs and banners and sign-ups. It was, I have something to say, and here's my platform. I want to go back to that. I want to go back to blogging on awesome because there's so much crap. My last blog post was a month ago. Before that was 9 weeks prior. Now, I'm just lazy. I have a lot of awesome ideas. I'm just lazy. I didn't. But I blogged about awesome. My last blog post was about the Hilton in Connecticut, in Hartford. And I was sitting there, I went down for the buffet, and I'm not a morning person, so I went down to the buffet at 10:30. For those who don't know about breakfast buffets, they close around 10:30. Not a great time to go to a buffet at any time is closing time, ever. So I walked up, and I got my food, and the chef actually served me the food, which was awkward because it's a buffet. And he gave me the food out of the dish, and I'm like, I could have done that, okay. And do I tip you? I don't tip you? Okay. So I go down, and I sit down and eat it, and I got my eggs and sausage and bacon, and I love that stuff. And I ate it, and it was terrible. It was old and cold. Not a good combination for anything in life, let alone sausage, bacon, and eggs. And I ate it, and the waitress walked up, who didn't actually do anything of this whole process. Who didn't do anything in this process at all, and walked me to her only function in life was to hand me the bill and nod. Like, I even got my own coffee. I'm like, I don't even tip. Do I tip me? I tip myself. So she walked up and just went like this and walked away. So they're marketing, right? So right now they're marketing. They're branding to me that the Hilton, a billion-dollar business, it's their front line that's marketing. I looked at it, and I said, hey, come back here. And she turned around. Yes? I'm like, this was terrible. And she just did this. If you think this is uncomfortable right now, try being me alone in a restaurant. We're having a stare down. I'm like, can you? And she goes, I'll just go get the manager. And she runs. Like, she scampers away and gets the manager. I'm like, I didn't even ask for the manager. Because you know what we'd usually do in that point? Just go to Twitter. This food sucks. We don't even tell the person standing in, like the waitress or the manager, because what Twitter is and social media to me is the passive conversation. It's the most valuable conversation in the history of mankind. It's the non-confrontational, because I won't tell her necessarily, I'll tell my peers. That's why I think social media is such a powerful tool. But I didn't. I was going to wait, because if I ran a business, if I screw up, we can't stop screw-ups. We can only change how we handle them and recover. So I wanted to give them a chance. I said, so what are they going to do? I'm kind of a fairly big deal on a semi-relevant social media site, so bring it. So I didn't even pull that card. I didn't even pull the card of, do you know who I think I am? I didn't even do that. If you think about that wording, you'll see the joke in that. So she walks away, and the manager walks up and goes, hey, is there a problem? And I'm like, yeah, she didn't relay the message. Food's crap. He's like, oh, that's too bad. Can we make you an omelet? I'm like, don't feel so good right now. And he goes, okay, well, I'm sorry, we'll take care of the check. Have a great day. I'm like, great, cool, thanks. I walked out. I like my swagger out of this restaurant. And that usually is where it ends, yes? Until I got right out of the restaurant, and running down the hall is the chef at me. 6'2", 250, 280 maybe. I'm guessing the weight's a little off. Running at me. I thought he was going to beat me up. Boom! There can only be one Highlander, and punched me in the face. So he comes up to me, and he says, he looks me dead in the eye, stops, and goes, sir, I am so sorry. And I'm just... He goes, this is not how I run my kitchen. This is not how we do business, and I am so sorry. There's 2 reasons why this happened, and neither is a valid excuse. But I think I want you to know this, and I'm sorry. Number 1, the water underneath the food trays of the buffet had evaporated. That's how they keep the heat. We didn't know that till we packed up the trays. And I didn't see it till after. By then, it was already too late. And number 2, and this was the worst part about it, sir, you looked like you were in a hurry. So I compromised our quality and decided to get you the food quickly instead of customizing an omelet for you. And I don't know what to say other than, I'm sorry. What can I do to make it up to you? And I looked at him and I said, you just did. You just gave a damn about your company and your product and your customers. To be great at customer service, you only have to be average because everybody else sucks. Speaking tweets, I'm telling you, I speak in them. And his name is Forbes. And so you know what when I did? I was about to go up and I'm like, I can blog about this. And he's like, so we got to talking. What are you doing in Hartford? I'm like, I'm on an international book tour about a terrible service. He's like, Are we gonna be a bad example? I said, no, man, you're gonna be a good one. And I went right out to my room. Why? Because I was emotion, I had passion, and I blogged about it. And 12,000 views later, and 12,000 reads later, the Hilton's brand has gone whatever way it was. It could have gone to meh, and it went to awesome. You see how that works?